Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. Now let's head to Santa Barbara, where the county has sworn in a new fire chief. David Wiley introduces us to Mark Hartwig.
After 27 years of serving the Inland Empire, San Bernardino County Fire Chief Mark Hartwig has recently moved to take the helm of the Santa Barbara County Fire Department. Hartwig has been a respected leader in San Bernardino County, heading a fire department with more than 1,000 employees and a budget of $290 million for the last 8 years. But his journey has been an inspiring one. Raised in a single-parent home after his father passed away, Hartwig studied medicine and science before becoming a paid call firefighter in the small town of Wrightwood at a relatively late age.
When I walked through the door, determined to find what that is, and then walking through the door of a fire station and saying, almost immediately, maybe a couple conversations, but almost immediately feeling like, I'm home.
And that feeling of being home inspired Chief Hartwig to great heights. He quickly rose through the ranks and was appointed fire chief in 2011 for one of the largest counties in the country. With a philosophy of faith, family, and hard work, and a passion for emergency medical services, Chief Hartwig has earned over the years the respect of colleagues, elected officials, and the community. Hartwig has served as president of the California Fire Chiefs Association and was even voted by his peers Fire Chief of the Year for the state of California in 2017. And while Hartwig has been recognized for the department's successes, he attributes those successes to teamwork inspired by a shared vision.
When people own the vision, they'll die for it. They don't just fight for it, they don't just work for it, they die for it. And so really bringing a vision together that was ours, this organization's, that's what made this organization successful over the 8 years I've been here.
With that shared vision, Chief Hartwig says his goals for San Bernardino County Fire was to stabilize its finances and develop leaders, something he says they've accomplished.
I realized that you don't develop leaders for them not to lead. You develop leaders so that you can step out of the way and let them lead. And so we're at that position right now. In the County Fire District, we're at that place now. We have a strong group of leaders.
With those strong leaders in place and financial issues addressed, Chief Hartwig felt this was the time to explore other opportunities.
We'll always have a list of things to do, but if my two objectives were that, and I felt like we had met them, it just seemed like that was a time to look for opportunity. And then Santa Barbara County came open, and what a great opportunity.
And as Chief Hartwig embarks on his new journey in Santa Barbara County, he hopes to continue to inspire others to be the best they can be.
I think down deep, I think we all want to make a difference. At the end of the day, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's in your neighborhood or at your church, you have a deep desire, I think a God-given desire to make a difference where you are.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
And coming up next, we head to the premiere of Dumbo, and joining us in studio is a fitness expert, gamer, and contributor for California Life, our very own Kaori Taki. She's here to give us tips on staying fit and healthy in Los Angeles. All this and more when we continue with California Life. Don't go away. Whether you want to get in better shape or stay healthy, exercise is important to maximize a healthy lifestyle and even lengthen your active life. In studio now is Los Angeles-based personal trainer Kaori Taki. So nice to have you in studio.
Yes, thanks for having me on.
And of course, you are also a contributor for our show.
Yes, I love being part of your show. It's an
And
amazing
we
show.
love having you. And I have to say, I love your Instagram. I go on there. It's very inspirational. I mean, not
I
only
hope
do
so.
you look incredible, but you have inspirational words. And is that all part of just the personal training lifestyle that you have?
I think so. I think for me, when it comes to being a personal trainer, I want to help inspire and motivate people and let them know that they can do it. They can get the body they want. They can get to a better mental space. And a lot of that comes from just believing in yourself. And the first step of believing in yourself is being able to take control of your body, because the life that we have, a lot of times, a lot of things are thrown at us that we cannot expect to happen. And the one thing we have control of is how we take care of our bodies.
What do you tell people that, yes, I want to look good, but I also just want to be healthy?
I tell them that it's most important, first of all, to feel healthy and feel strong, because the physical aspects are very secondary to the mental health. And that's how I got started anyways, was because I felt so good mentally. Even for that hour of working out, I took a break from all the stresses that life has to come with.
How often do you have to exercise to really make a difference?
I think it would be good to start off with something attainable. So if you're going from 0 to 7 days a week, and you're doing an impossible standard, then you might fail. So set yourself up to something that you know you can commit to. And I would say 3 to 4 times a week is pretty sustainable. For 30 minutes a day is a good start. And I think once you hit that stride and you start getting that addiction feeling to the exercises and the high, the natural high, you're gonna wanna do more.
And as a personal coach, you know, and for fitness, walk me through that. So if I said, okay, I'm going to hire you and I want you to help me, I mean,
Yeah.
what would we do?
The first thing I would do is figure out what your goals are. I would try to set a goal date, because it's nice to have a time frame to when you want to achieve that goal. But I also want to give you realistic expectations that you're not going to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks unless you do it in a healthy and unsustainable way. So if you want to tone, you want to lose weight, or you want to just build endurance, or you want to just feel healthier. And then we would do an assessment. So I would figure out in your bodies what areas have been overused, what areas need to get strengthened, and just overall give you a healthier lifestyle.
How do you feel when you're helping somebody get fit?
I feel like I'm helping someone believe in themselves or motivate them. I think the hardest part of going to the gym is motivating yourself to get there. But when you hire a personal trainer and you're not in the mood to go, but you know someone's waiting for you there, you're gonna go most of the time, right? But like little things, like when I see someone who starts off with me and wants to throw up because they're doing dumbbell curls and they can barely use their arms, and then 3 weeks later they're doing 20 pounds, that's the stuff that makes me think this is worth it, because they're getting stronger, they're getting healthier, and then their livelihood is gonna be better.
And you're right here with me, so
Yeah.
I have no excuse. So I think that we need to get on a plan. So maybe we will. We'll talk about that.
Love that. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's just
Thank
great to talk
you.
to you on set.
Yeah, thank you so much. I like being on this side too. It's fun.
No, it's great. And coming up next, we head to the premiere of Dumbo, plus how one man took his business from 0 to 2 million in just 12 months. All this and more coming up. Stay with us. Walt Disney's 1941 animated classic Dumbo was one of Walt Disney's earliest masterpieces, inspiring underdogs to embrace their uniqueness and reach for the stars. 3/4 of a century later, the inspirational tale comes to life. And as Brent Weber tells us, under the guiding hand of Tim Burton, this Dumbo is a modern-day masterpiece.
A world premiere fitting for the big top.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, let's get ready for Dumbo!
And while you may think you know the little guy that flies, you've never seen Dumbo like this.
You look at this film and I defy you not to fall in love with Dumbo. It is like he is like the best. He is like an amazing, beautiful elephant. What is that?
I love Dumbo because I was just, something about the image of a flying elephant, which is very symbolic of so many feelings and so many, emotions that you have. And so that's why I always loved it. I just felt very connected to it.
Welcome, baby Dumbo. We're all family here, no matter how small.
So much more than a retelling of the Disney animated classic, this is Tim Burton's vision of the story of the little outsider, someone different who soars above with love.
Tim has such an incredible grasp of the fantastical, you know. He always, as an audience member, lifts me up and takes me somewhere to be a part of that kind of vision. He also has an understanding of the outsider, and Dumbo's the quintessential outsider, you know, somebody who's not accepted because of the way they look, who's maligned and shunned. And so the message in this film is one of, it's beautiful to be a part of because it's one of inclusion, it's one of not just accepting difference but celebrating difference, and that message never gets old, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's nobody better than Tim to tell that story, because he truly understands the outsiders, you know, people who don't fit in. So, yeah, perfect.
It talks about people's differences. It talks about family in all its weird forms, you know, and it talks about finding yourself. And, you know, if you have either a mental or physical kind of disability, or people think you look weird, you know, sometimes you can use those things to an advantage and to a beautiful effect.
Fly, little one.
Burton's high-flying, breathtaking visual storytelling captures the wonder of something more than unique. Dumbo defies the senses.
This is a movie, man. You know, there's films and there's stories and there's movie. This is a movie. This is you know, just the sound and there's so much to look at, and it's a really, you know, beautiful little tale, and yeah, I gotta see this on the big screen.
After opening nationwide at the end of March 2019, Dumbo is expected to win hearts and challenge box office records as perhaps director Tim Burton's greatest show on the big screen.
Fly.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Brad Weber for California Life.
He's an Airbnb expert that took his business from 0 to 2 million in 12 months. Let's learn more about Chassie.
My name is Chassie. I'm the founder of Airbnb MillionaireSecrets.com. I got into the Airbnb business completely by chance. I had an additional property and I wasn't sure if I was going to move into the home. So the best possible option at that time was just to put on Airbnb and to see how my life would pan out. And it turned out that everything went as it was supposed to, and I just left it on Airbnbs. I wasn't always successful on Airbnb. Initially, when I first started, I lost a little bit of money and I really thought it was hopeless. But through these roadblocks, I really obsessed with it. And in a short 9-month time frame, I went from 0 properties to 30 properties. And now this set of properties, it generates $2.4 million a year, with $1 million of that being profit. I have 30 properties total. 28 of them are here in the San Francisco Bay Area, 2 of them being in Bali, Indonesia. I got into the Balinese market because I just love Indonesia. When I visited there, I fell in love with that place, and I thought if I would fall in love with this, I want others to fall in love, so I wanted to be a host in Bali as well. I attribute my success on Airbnb through my 12 years experience in the mortgage industry. Other things is just purely my attention to detail, because I do things completely different from other hosts that I know of. And it's funny because when these details are implemented correctly, you earn twice as much as the average host. Right now, for the year 2019, my goal is to build out a really, really comprehensive e-course, from finding the credit, the loans, the money, to how to acquire the property, to building the properties out. I provide a full furniture list, and it's just the A to Z of Airbnb. A lot of people, they want to get into this, but they don't know how to start because of a money issue. My biggest tip before you even start is fix your credit. With good credit, you can find as much money as you need to build as many Airbnb as you can possibly handle. The goal of my social media campaign is just to inspire other people and just to give them imagery. You know, when you see, you believe. So I think if other people see what I'm doing, they will be inspired to do it on their own for themselves. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. The usernames on all three sites is AirBnB millionairesecrets.com.
Celebrity lifestyle expert Chassie Post is featuring a new organizing product collection from Office Depot for women. Let's check it out.
Hi, so happy to be here. Spring is the perfect time to refresh and reorganize, and that includes your home and workspace. I partnered with Office Depot and Office Max today, and I am loving these new products and supplies from the C. Jane Work collection. Today's women are working hard to achieve their personal and professional goals, and this new collection keeps them stylish yet functional, so they stay efficient and effective at home, in the office, or on the go. Choose from journals, pouches, and project planners that help you organize and stay on task with colorful desk decor that will inspire and motivate you. C. Jane Work is affordable, but still luxurious, so you can conquer each day and enjoy doing it. You can pick up these products at Office Depot or Office Max locations, or visit officedepot.com/cjanework to find out more. Happy spring, everyone.
Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to look like it, feel like it, or have it slow you down. Miss Olympia helps you get more out of your business, career, and life through her program, FIT for Business. Let's learn more.
My desire to get into shape has always been there. Fitness has always been a priority for me. However, taking it to the level of doing a fitness competition was a whole new arena. And for me, when I really entered into this space, I did it for the sole purpose of transforming my body. I wanted to see what it would look like at the age of 55 to transform my body. What I didn't realize is that this journey would take me on a experience to not only transform my body, but more importantly, transform my mind. Being fit is really more than just about a physical fitness. It also required that sometimes I would have to really realign my nutrition. What was or seemed okay in the past was no longer optional for me to get to the competitive level. Through my journey, what I learned is in order for me to get to that physical stamina, that physical place, it really required that I rethink of how I interacted with food. When I got on that stage in 2017 to compete for that title, I was mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually ready. I took all those tools with me, and that's what led me to become, in 2017, Miss Olympia. I just launched the Fit for Business program. What is Fit for Business? Fit for Business really is about mental transformation. It's about breaking through mental barriers of where you are today to get to you where you want to be tomorrow. Fit for Business stands for faith, intuition, and tenacity. You know, I have to be really honest with you. My message and my demographic is really geared towards women, and particularly women of color. And the reason why I am so passionate is because of my own struggles through corporate America and not being heard, not being valued, not being appreciated, not being respected in the way that I feel that we deserve to be. It can be applied to men as well as women. My passion is just to inspire women, so I've created this program targeting women to give them specific tools that they can use to overcome any perceived obstacle in their life. And if someone is interested, they can contact me at www.cherylgrant.com, and I would always welcome an opportunity to bring this vital program to a city near you.
That's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, you can go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.